That was atrocious. We'll try again. Good evening. That's better. I don't know. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tri-Nations British Open here in the beautiful Spa in Bridlington. It's lovely to see you all back. Hope you've all had a good weekend so far. They've been drinking. We've got 8 matches on stage for you this evening. We will be starting shortly with our pairs finals. Then we will have our 2 youth finals, followed by the 2 British Classic finals, and then the British Open finals. So if the 4 players who are playing in the men's pairs final could make their way over to the bull-up area, that would be smashing. Our first match will be the ladies' pairs final. And now introducing you to our referee, Mr. Nick Rolls. Our ladies' pairs final will be played over the best of 3 legs. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, the team of Trina Gulliver and Mandy Smith. And their opponents, please welcome the team of Corinne Hammond and Fallon Sherrock.
Welcome everyone to the ladies pairs final. First match up, and we have the team of Mandy Smith and Trina Gulliver from Lincolnshire taking on Corinne Hammond and Fallon Sherrock. The format for this match will be best of 3 legs 501.
And a very good evening from the Spa, the beautiful town of Bridlington here in Yorkshire. The 46th British Open. And this is our ladies' pairs final. Trina Gulliver and Mandy Smith taking on Corinne Hammond and Fallon Sherrock. And I am joined in the commentary box by Mr. Bradley Kirk. How are you, brothers?
I'm great, thank you, Anthony. There's been some great darts this weekend. Looking forward to the finals now.
Yep, absolutely, some fantastic
Thank you, ladies and
matches
gentlemen.
have been
First leg
played.
is
The
Mandy
standard
to throw
very high as
first.
always.
Game on.
Nick Rolls, our referee, getting us underway. This is Mandy Smith.
100.
Nice turn to kick us off.
And 100 in reply there from Corinne. Start off their campaign.
And here we have the
83.
unmistakable legend of the ladies' game, Trina Gulliver, MBE, 10 times a world champion, of course. And here is Fallon Sherrock, the Queen of the Palace.
121.
And both setting off at a blistering pace, these teams. Great scoring in the early going.
28.
Put the crux in that one, didn't I?
59. 123.
That's of course the first of 8 games that we have for you
60.
over the next few hours.
And you require 167.
This will be followed by the men's pairs final before we have our 2 youth finals. We will then play out the British Classic, which was played yesterday down to the finals.
131.
And then the British Open
Corinne, you
finals
require
themselves.
161.
Starting down on a 161, Corinne Hammond.
85. Trina, you require 36.
Double 18 then for the first leg for Trina Gulliver.
Game shot in the first leg.
Sweet as
Mandy
the
Smith,
proverbial
Trina
nuts.
Gulliver. Second leg, it's Corinne to throw first. Game on.
Very, very short format this, of course. Best of 3 legs, 5:01. Could be over as quick as a flash.
26.
Definitely not the start Corinne would have wanted in that leg. They need to hold this throw just for a decider. Very quick format, as Ansley says.
85.
Very cutthroat in this pairs competition.
$140.
Oh, fantastic. The crowd appreciate that one.
$60.
Still a fairly decent number of people in the venue watching these finals. You've all been enjoying their darts this weekend.
60.
It's just absolutely magnificent to be back at these tournaments, seeing all the darts family that we haven't seen for so long.
100.
Fallon having a word with herself there.
62.
2 wayward darts. And now Trina Gulliver
100.
down to a finish, 156 for Mandy Smith when she comes to the hockey. But what kind of pressure can Hammond put on this?
100.
Great last start there to
And
leave,
you require
Fallon on
156.
113 when she comes, if she comes.
And the shot's on, another one of those. Very unlucky.
100.
Excellent darts again.
Fallon, you require 113.
Treble 20 for Fallon. No, she's coming down. She can still do this. Treble 18 would leave the bullseye. Well, that's the 13 taken care of.
14.
Oh dear.
Trina, you require 56.
So, 16. Double top for the match. Oh, pulled it into the 1.
36.
So as you think this is
For
going to
India
have to
required
go.
99.
May go tops here.
59. Mandy, you required 20.
Mandy throws double 10 for the match here.
Double 5.
10.
Wires with the way.
Fallon, you require 40.
And now tops for Fallon Sherrick to restore parity and take us to a decider.
20. Trina, you require 10.
A golden opportunity for the Golden Girl. Double 5. And
Game.
that is it.
Shot.
Your ladies pairs champions.
Ladies pairs
Trina
champions.
Gulliver and Mandy Smith.
2021, Mandy Smith and Trina Gulliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, massive round of applause for your 4 finalists. A great game of darts there. And we move straight into our presentation for this match, and Tri-Nations official Wayne Williams. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, one more big hand for your British Open Ladies Pairs finalists. Corinne Hammond, Fallon Sherrick. One more time for Corinne Hammond and Fallon Sherrick. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tri-Nations British Open Ladies Pairs champions, Mandy Smith, Trina Gulliver. One more time for Mandy Smith, Trina Gulliver. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move straight into our men's pairs final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, your referee for this match, Mr. Charlie Korstefan. And now, please welcome to the stage the team of John Crossley and Luke Littler. And their opponents, please welcome the team of Tavis Dudney and Kevin Phillips.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The 2021 Tri-Nations Men's Pairs Final. First leg, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The 2021 Tri-Nations Men's Pairs Final. First leg, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on. .78.
Belatedly, welcome back. The second of our 8 stage matches, the men's pairs final.
85.
John Crossley and Luke Littler taking on Tavis Dudney and Cavan Phillips. And I'm joined in the commentary box by Mr. Nick Rolls.
Good afternoon.
85.
Or is it evening? Good evening, I think. It's gone 5, isn't it? Gone dinner time.
Yeah.
60.
Quick fire stuff this, best of 3. Need to get into your stride quite quickly here.
Not quite as cutthroat as the ladies, which was best of 3 501. This is best of 3 701.
Yes, indeed. Very true. This is Luke Littler,
100.
who's had an absolutely outstanding weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, you can see that he's now in the pairs final. But he's also
96.
progressed in both the Classic and the Open into the latter stages. So, a really good weekend for the young lad.
45.
14 or 15, I believe. I think he's
15, I
15.
think.
And this young man as well, Tavis Dudney, another in the youth system, believe it or not. Just about fits on the camera.
93.
Yeah, big lad.
Proud to wear his Sussex shirt.
58.
And this young man throwing now is Cavan Phillips, known as Crash. Welsh international.
Crash.
60.
Yes.
Any idea why? Or is it a dangerous question to ask?
I'm not actually sure. I'll need to quiz him about that one.
140.
Sure, Mr. Crossley won't mind us referring to him as the older statesman of the game.
100.
Leading the way as well with a 140, bit of experience. First ton 40.
95. Kevin, you require 104.
So 104, lots of ways to go. He's gone the 18 route to stay there. 22 scored leaves him 82.
28. John, you require 118. $52. Tavish, you require 76.
Quite sure what's happened to our scoreboard, but it's 76 for Tavis.
Double eight.
60.
Not sure, quite sure what our camera was
Luke,
doing
you
there either.
require 66.
Again, 66, plenty of options. Treble 10 for double 18 though.
Game shot on the first leg. Luke Littler, John Crossley. Second leg, it's Luke to throw first. Game on.
No sign of any fear from Luke Littler.
60.
Yeah, we've saw him play a few times, different events over the past couple of years, and he gives off that fearless vibe. He goes up, throws his darts, and just gets on with it.
100.
Him and Tavis will be back very shortly for the boys pairs final. Boys singles final. So a repeat of Selsey.
Exactly, yeah.
76.
The England Open Youth Final. Cavan was a prolific youth player as well.
55.
Represented Welsh youth for a few years.
100.
Nod of approval at the last start there for Luke. Tavis is, if you were able to see him from front on, he actually swings his body round to the left to take his dart out of his hand, whereas most people bring the hand to the dart. He tends to be let his body move round to get the dart.
100. 100. 48. 140.
Good turn. Good darts from Tavis there. Good time to get in front. 249, place 317. So Crossley needs to score here.
60.
Only just about gets them level. Albeit, of course, they have got the advantage of having won the first leg. Cavan capitalising on Tavis's top 40 as well. Here's his partner finish.
140.
Pressure applied.
Tavish should require 149.
Should start with the 20s. They come down now. Going back up. It's unlucky.
54. John, you require 117.
Should start with the 20s. Now treble 19. Tops if he hits it. And there's the 7. Treble 18 maybe. Great dart.
81.
Great dart.
Cavan, you require 95.
16 leaves 79. I think he's gone to treble 13. 56, I believe.
39. Luke, you require 36.
And
Game,
that will do ya.
shot. And the 2021 Tri-Nations Men's Pairs Champions, John Crossley and Luke Littler.
Fair play to the two boys. You can see them hugging there, John and Luke. And Luke, he didn't quite make it in the finals to the finals themselves in the Open or the Classic, but he's taken the glory in the pairs. So at least he has got some silverware to go back with. And Anthony's left me, and you'll see him trotting up onto the stage as he comes down to do the presentations. I will hand over to Anthony.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, another big hand for your 4 finalists. Another fantastic final. Wayne Williams once again here to do the presentation, and we start with our finalists. A big round of applause for Tavis Dudney and Cavan Phillips. One more time, Tavis Dudney, Cavan Phillips. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tri-Nations British Open Men's Pairs Champions, John Crossley and Luke Littler. One more time for John Crossley and Luke Littler. Okay, we're going to give our hard-working officials a couple of minutes to get set up for the next match, which will be our girls' singles final. That will be in a couple of minutes' time. Thank you. gentlemen, we come to match number 3 of the evening, and it is the British Classic Girls Final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, representing Lancashire, Miss Dynamite, Eleanor Cairns. And her opponent, she plays her county darts for Cheshire. Please welcome Amy Evans.
So we welcome you to the girls' youth singles final. We have throwing now. We have the amazing Amy Evans, who plays a senior county darts for Cheshire and a youth county darts for Clwyd. And then we have Miss Dynamite Eleanor Cairns, who plays for Lancashire youth and seniors. These are two of the top youth girls in England currently, and then both were involved.
Thank you, ladies and
during
gentlemen.
lockdown.
First leg, it's Eleanor to throw first.
In the international online matches that were played.
81.
A very steady start there from Eleanor in his best of 5 leg match.
60.
And also a great steady 60 there for Amy to start off her throw.
48.
As I'm now once again joined by Anthony in the commentary box.
Hello, just about got my breath back after running up the stairs.
22.
This is a body built for comfort, not speed.
So we have two very close friends here playing this girls' final. Should be an interesting
41.
match.
85.
With Eleanor looking just slightly more comfortable so far.
100.
Yep, two very, very good youth players.
39.
Really nice to see Eleanor playing well. She's been through the mill recently. The sad and tragic loss of her mother.
81.
But doing her proud on the stage here at Bridlington.
40. 123.
Great darts there from Amy to be first one down to a finishing of opening leg.
Just double checking, 66 remaining.
126.
That gets rid of the 6.
Amy, you require 87.
87 then for Amy Evans. Treble 17. Should be 20 for the bull. Treble 20 for double 5.
47.
Possibly
Eleanor,
a
you
little mistake
require
there.
60.
Oh, well. Nearly catastrophic.
Game shot and the first leg. Eleanor
well
Cairns.
taken chance there, and the double 10 take
Second
the
leg,
first
it's
leg
Amy
for
to
Eleanor.
throw first. Game on. 31.
Girls playing the best of 5 legs in this final.
63.
Great treble 19 on the switch there from Eleanor.
Yep, magnificent recovery.
60. 22. 41. 60.
And they're just settling into the game slightly better. I think this is the first time we've seen Amy playing on stream in any of our events.
60.
Whereas Eleanor has played a few times before.
59. 100. 80.
It's a super last start. Not much separating these two at all at the moment.
45. 11. Amy, you require
11.
164.
So 6 starts at this at least for Amy Evans.
40.
That's very, very unfortunate.
84. Amy, you require 124.
Should be treble 20 first. Oh, can't do it now.
$27. Eleanor, you require 122.
So Eleanor should be looking at treble 18 there. Now go for ball.
89.
She did go for bull.
Amy, you require 97.
97 then, treble 19. Treble 18 for double 12.
$23. Eleanor, you require 33.
17 for double 6. Double 8 even.
17.
It's been a long day.
Amy, you
It
require
has, definitely
74.
has. Amy will probably be looking at treble 14.
No, went treble 18. So, treble 10.
34.
And now double
Eleanor, you
8
require 16.
to double the advantage. Oh, wrong
No
bed.
score.
Here we
Amy,
are.
you require
Amy's first
40.
chance. Let's bring it back to 1-all. 40 remaining.
Game
there.
shot on the second leg. Amy Evans. Third leg, it's Eleanor to throw first. Game on. 58. 59.
This game going with throw so far. Sorry, back on
43.
throw after a break there. But nothing in it within the scores and averages at the moment.
60. 84. 41. 136.
Absolutely outstanding darts from Eleanor Cairns. Look at this.
140.
Magnificent answer from Amy. Oh, that's unfortunate.
40.
As Eleanor first to the finish, but what pressure can Amy Evans put on?
45. Eleanor, you require 140. 41. Amy, you require 156.
Two treble 20s. Not to be in this occasion.
82. Eleanor, you require 99.
Treble 20 for double 16.
31. Amy, you
So
require
Amy again on
74.
74, should be looking treble 18. .45 left, should be looking at a 13 or a 5.
34. Eleanor, you require 68.
That's a single 20, so 8 or a 16. Tops.
28. Amy, you
Very
require
close.
40.
40 left for Amy to take a 2-1 lead.
What to
30.
be.
Eleanor, you require 40.
Tops then for Eleanor Cairns.
Game shot. And
Right in the
third
side.
leg, Eleanor Cairns.
Very
Fourth
close
leg
to that
is
wire.
Amy to throw first. Game on.
But it is another leg on the board for Eleanor Cairns, now one away from victory.
81.
A great opening there from Amy. A leg that she needs to win.
100. 85.
Another good 85 there.
121.
Really good leg this from both.
$100.
Definitely finding the trail swing on the last dart. 3 massive darts that could take it to the side there.
84. 45.
Eleanor Cairns will be first to the finish here.
98.
98 scored and left. Evans back on 190, just has to apply some pressure.
60. Eleanor, you
Very
require
unlucky there,
98.
nothing more than 60. And they're on 98. And leads
58.
40 when if she comes back.
Amy, you require 130.
Amy should be looking for 4 20s for a finishable. And 90 left for this last one.
100.
Now Eleanor
Eleanor, you
looking for
require
40
40.
for the match.
Game, shot.
And
the
hits it, second
Tri-Nations
dart.
Girls Champion 2021, Eleanor Cairns.
Great performances there from the girls. But it's Eleanor Cairns, Miss Dynamite from Lancashire, who takes the girls singles final. We'll be back after the presentations with Luke Littler v Tavis Dooney in the boys youth final.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause. A fantastic final between two fantastic young players. Once again, Wayne has joined us for the presentation, and first of all, keep the applause going for your finalist, Amy Evans. One more time for Amy Evans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for your 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Girls Champion, Eleanor Cairns. One more time for Eleanor Cairns. We will be back once again in a couple of minutes with our next match, which will be the England Classic Youth Final. And until then, I'm sure our DJ will get the tunes pumping. And we will be back in a couple of minutes for our next match. Okay, ladies and gents, it's time for game number 4 of the evening. It is our British Classic Youth Final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, twice an Isle of Man Youth Open winner and the reigning England Open Youth Champion, Luke the Nuke Littler. And his opponent is the England Open Youth Finalist. Please welcome Tavis Didney.
Welcome back to Bridlington. We are on to our boys' final, and we have a couple of lads who have already appeared in one final. They played in the men's pairs final, of course. And talking of people that played in the men's pairs final, Kevin, how are you?
Good evening, Mr. Rolls. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Good, good. I'm going to ask anyway, did you enjoy it? I know that the result may not have gone as well as you wanted in the final, but...
Yeah, of course. I mean, I felt confident going for that double 8 after the first leg.
Yeah.
Result didn't go the way, but
Yeah.
it's so nice to be back.
Good, man.
And especially making the stage.
Yeah, of course.
Really happy.
So, of course, this is our best of 7, which is great that the guys are going to 7 legs.
133.
Expecting a good game here, rather a repeat of the Open final from Selsey.
Yeah, especially with the way both these boys are playing.
98.
Personally, I know Tavis living locally to him now. I know what he's capable of. And watching Luke this weekend, he's just been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, we mentioned that when you were playing in the pairs game, that he's just had one of the most amazing weekends, hasn't he? So far, went really deep in both the Classic and the Open in the men's. Wait, we were debating, Anthony, 14 or 15, Luke?
He is 14.
He
I
is
did speak to
14,
him before the game.
89.
I believe he made last 16s in both, I think.
Yeah, yeah, incredible talent on its way through. So what do we make of this? Where's your money?
81.
Nothing like putting you on the spot, right?
Give it 5 legs and I'll let you know.
Yeah. You're certainly going to know more about these boys than I am. So Tavis lives in Sussex?
Yes, towards Brighton.
And
Dunfermline.
your Sussex accent's coming along nicely?
Yeah, very well. It's coming out nicely.
That was more American.
I don't know. Yeah, I live roughly about half hour from Tavis now.
Yeah. Good practice partner then?
Yeah, I play with him Mondays and Tuesdays, so we always get our practice in
97.
whenever we can.
Good, good.
Tavis should require
I'm
129.
not up there with knowing Luke too well, but
Yeah.
obviously getting to know him this weekend.
Indeed.
He's a very sound
Isn't
lad.
it? Treble 16 perhaps? Yeah, double 12. Oh,
Game shot on the first leg. Tavis Dudney.
That is what Tavis is capable of.
so 129 outshot.
Second leg, it's
Just
Luke to
ding,
throw
ding, ding.
first.
Thank you very much.
Game on.
I think that's impressed me with the youth, the more I see it over the last sort of 2 and 3 years, is their
100.
ability, the counting ability, which obviously helps the flow of the game and the flow of their own minds, etc.
Yes, I mean, I've seen people do on a 129, they've gone for a treble 19, hit it, and they've gone to a 20.
Mm-hmm.
23.
So for these boys to be able to count at such a young age is a
Yeah,
brilliant set going forward as well in their career for themselves.
yeah, very much so.
40.
Very much so. Great 129 outshot. I always think your 129 looks quite nice as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I believe
from-
it's a 15 dart leg as well.
from a referee or a spotter's point of view, I think
60.
one of the difficult ones, because if you hit that treble 1972, there are so many ways to go with 2 in your hand.
Yeah, personally, I'd go for the way Tavis went,
Yeah.
treble 16. But
16s is the in thing at the moment, isn't it?
yep, especially I believe Rob Cross was the one who made that thing a fashion. Yeah, I've seen people go treble 12, double 18, or even 2 double 18s anyway. So
Yep. Yep, treble 20, treble 12.
47.
Goodness knows how many different ways are going.
yeah, tops double 16.
Luke quite rightly going down on 265, knowing that a straight ton wouldn't leave him a finish.
45.
If he'd have hit 95, he'd have left obviously the 170. But he's got time on his hands here, unless Tavis really. Well, he can't leave himself a finish from 371, but he can put a little bit of pressure on the 220 if he can.
140.
That's going back in the leg.
Yeah, he's only 11 points behind. Steady leg for the two of them.
60.
To leave 160. 231. Can. If he'd hit the 20, may have gone 1925, but we won't know.
125. Luke, you require 160.
Yeah, brilliant setup for Tavis, leaving himself 106 now when he comes back.
128.
And again, the fabulous counting there from
Tavis
140 to
require
treble 18s. Another Rob
106.
Cross favourite.
Yep, I've adopted that myself as well.
86 treble 18, back to the 20s.
98.
Brilliant.
Good 3 throws on the trot.
Luke, you
140,
require
125
32.
and 98 to leave 8, but Luke's got 3 at 32. He's only got 1 now. Oh, and he's made that one count.
Luke Littler.
Considering the way Luke starts like as well, that was a
Third
very
leg
great,
is Tavis
Yeah.
very
to
good
throw
last start.
first. Game on.
Not that we're a bit on radio here, but I could see you see Kevin there was pointing exactly the way that Luke starts
89.
fit into the fitting. That doesn't sound right. Go into the board.
Yeah, the way they land,
Mm.
they sort of point with the
In
foot.
towards the board, aren't they,
Yeah,
from a
so-
double 16 area? Yeah, yeah.
77.
You can see it there, just slightly leaning across to the right.
I suppose that's why he hit those 2 double 18s in that pairs final. Yeah.
You got to let it go, mate. You got to let it go.
Ah, it's in the past.
Yeah, exactly that. And our referee, Charlie Corstavine himself, used to be a
92.
youth player for Essex. But now donning the mic in ever the professional way.
And very well as well, might I add.
44.
Bit of a scrappy start to this leg. Feel as though one of the players just needs one big score to take a bit of an advantage here. Again, 60 is not bad darts, but the way the guys have been playing, it's a
Yeah.
bit of an opening here for Tavis.
Well, the way these two count, I would have thought Tavis would have started downstairs, but I'm
Yes.
wrong.
100.
And if Luke hits treble 20 in a single, we should see the 25 come into play, but he doesn't need to bother.
180.
Brilliant.
Leaves him 92 and against the darts here as well, so a steal throw on the cards,
99.
which Luke had to do to win the match.
Luke, you require 92.
2 at 16s, 1 at double 8.
84. Tavis, you require 110.
You know the man treble 20 here?
Yep. He'd stay for treble 20, treble 18,
And back for
going
his
down for
16s
16.
now, yeah.
Yep.
54.
Seen people going
Luke, you
17s on
require
110.
8.
I
17,
personally
treble
start-
19, I think.
I personally start at 19
Do you?
for a treble 17.
Game shot on the
Brilliant.
third leg. Luke Littler.
The thinking being?
If I hit the
Fourth
3, I
leg,
got
it's Luke
107.
Yeah,
first.
true. You
Game
give
on.
yourself a bit of a wider
Yep.
wider target.
Yep.
Fair play. Because if you hit a 5 or a 1 going for the 20, you can't finish.
60.
But a good finish from Luke there in the double 2 to win that third leg and break the throw. But here comes Tavis.
140.
Yeah, great start to this fourth leg for Tavis.
Still to come to follow this game, we have the classic
44.
ladies final, which pits Denise Cassidy against Lorraine Hyde. And to follow that, the men's classic final. And then we have the ladies open final and the men's open final. So just a slight delay here while we wait for the scoreboard to correct or to catch up, which it now has. 361, playing 397. So he's taken the darts already, and this is going to put him well in front.
134.
Yeah, 2 ton plus scores, 140 and a 134. Does set him up nicely in this leg.
100.
Just needs to keep him straight really to leave himself a finish. But another treble.
Yeah.
And again.
140.
You didn't need to see the dart to know where that had gone, did you?
No.
The facial expression said enough, and I think it's
87.
looking like an immediate break back here. Treble 17 for double 18. Doesn't need to go for the 20, so
47.
fair distance from the treble 10, but no pressure whatsoever at the moment, unless Luke can rattle in 2 trebles here, which he's not going to do.
58.
He has left the big fish, but the money
Advantage,
would be on Tavis here to take out this tops, I think.
advantage Tavis at the moment.
30.
Wow, he's bent the wires all the way around there. Well, we said he's had a good weekend.
Luke
This
to
would just about
require
cap it.
170.
Knowing Luke, I would not put this past him.
$48. Tavish should require 10.
2 5s then to bring us back to parity.
Game shot on the 4th leg. Tavish to
Which he does. It's Desmond. It's
5th
2-2.
leg. It's Tavish to throw first. Game on.
And this now does turn into a best of 5 leg game now.
It does, and it's also advantage Tavis because he's got the throw, won the bull up off stage. And he started this leg with a maximum.
180.
That's 180 apiece. I am expecting at least 2 or 3 more here.
57.
Back in again.
80.
That 4th one goes in, you just
I know.
start a little twitch, don't you?
I know Tavis too well. He was thinking about it there.
Yeah. Yeah, but all you dart players are, aren't you, when you've got 4, when the 4th one goes?
Only after the 6th for me. Might if the first one goes in though.
Yeah, I think I've been on a 9 darter once when I hit the first 60 in the first throw, but after that, that's about my limits.
60.
And again, after 9 darts, Tavis on a finish.
Yeah, 156. Taking himself a drink of water just out the
Tavish should require
out of shot there.
156.
Wiping his hands down on his cloth. 156. And again, no pressure from Luke as well. I think that's 40 scored.
I think you're right.
60.
Be happy that he's under 100. He would have liked a few more, but then when he looks at Luke's score, and you can see Luke's expression there, he's just saying, please somebody find me the treble.
Well,
59.
he will get 6 starts here at 96.
Tavish should require 96.
Treble 20 for double 8. Just a 16 to leave tops.
88.
Or a treble to leave double 4. Any way you want to have.
55.
Interesting last
Tavish
start.
should
Most people would have gone for
require
the 25. He's left himself for the 170 again.
Yeah, I can see him trying to guarantee himself a shot of there. If Tavis misses, of course.
He's got to be a little bit careful here. He doesn't want to leave himself in the madhouse.
He did think that was in.
And he has left himself in the madhouse, and then again the expression tells a story.
Luke should require 170.
And he's got to be serious about this, I think, Luke, because even if he doesn't hit the first treble, his opponent's on 2. He's got every chance here.
There's
He
one.
might not need it.
There's 2 bullseye.
130.
Good leave.
That is one of those slack darts that you love to see.
Tavish should
Yes.
require 2.
I think it's called a happy accident.
I think you're right there. But anyway, 3 at double 1. 1 up, 1 in.
No score.
And as I had suggested,
Luke should require 40.
the treble 16 that left double 4 might be the dart that was just a little bit Double four's lovely, but if you split that, you're in trouble, aren't you?
Game shot the fifth leg. Lou Littler.
You can see Luke there with his body emotions. He feels like he stole that leg.
Oh, well, he did.
Sixth leg,
He
it's
did.
Luke to throw first. Game on.
The blue sirens will be flashing around outside.
Yeah, you got to take every chance you can get.
You
though.
most certainly have. You most certainly have. And he did well there because
140.
he put the pressure on with the attempt at 170.
Yeah, and he's broken Tavis's throw, so if he can hold here, it will be Tavis's darts, but Luke will be throwing for the match.
Well, so it's the best of 7.
43.
So it's
I had a feeling it was best of 9.
I have a feeling it's best of 7.
55.
I believe you're right, actually, Nick, just looking at the sheet here.
121.
Good recovery after that second dart, though, from Tavis there. Does bring himself back into this leg for now.
58.
I wonder whether the weekend is just catching Luke up a little bit. It's been a long weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, starting both men's events at 10 o'clock, both days.
59.
He's gone deep, as we said, into those tournaments, and he's got to catch up with you sometime. And
Yeah,
he's not bouncing as he normally would do.
Yeah, both days he's won at least 6 games.
Yeah.
Both days.
82.
So
Good last start, though.
doesn't leave a finish, but he is still in control.
Yeah.
$70.
Difficult one for Tav to put out of his head the previous leg, where he knows he should have won it.
Yeah, it's always going to be there in the back of your mind, even though you do have to let that leg go.
Yeah. 82 points away from victory then, Luke. Tavish really needs a treble here. Really needs it.
81.
Yep, brilliant last start.
Luke, you require 82.
But a 17 4 tops for Luke.
Game shot on the sixth leg. Lou Littler.
Well, what do I know?
It is best of 9.
I can only apologise.
Seventh leg, it's Tavis to throw first. Game on. $78.
And yet again with Tavis, another great last start after a bit of a loose second one.
134. $97.
Tavis does at least know he's in at the point of no return.
Yep. 3 straight legs, he must win.
80.
But Luke just needs 1.
Because it's best of 9, right?
It is, yes.
59. $93.
Again, the last start from both players has been brilliant in this game.
Could do with a treble here, Tav. Yes. Can he follow that one?
81.
Oh, and that's painful.
You can see the little snatch there.
Yeah, that's a painful dart as well, flipping into the one. If it had gone in just the 20, they'd have left a finish, but 6 darts from here for Luke on 194. But he now wants a treble.
90.
Okay. Not quite sure that 65 would have been the ideal score, but
Leaves the finish a little bit better for himself.
yeah.
But that is great pressure from
140.
Tavis. 46 if he returns.
104.
But the first crack will be for Luke at 104.
57 leaves 47. Interesting way to go when you're not quite sure what's left.
It's looking like a 15 here. Yep,
Yep.
15 for double 16 for the match.
Game shot and the 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Youth Champion, Luke Littler.
Fantastic finish there from Luke. Bit unsure when he'd thrown his first dart, but it was a fabulous finish, and Tavis there really sporting. Obviously gave Luke a good hug there, and the two lads play youth together and chatting away together.
Yep.
We'll hand over now to Anthony for the presentations. Thanks very much, Cav.
Thank you.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, an absolutely fantastic final. The two of our greatest youth players in the system. Absolutely fantastic. Pleasure to watch. Well done, guys. And please keep the applause going for your British Classic Youth finalist, Tavis Didney. And your 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Youth Champion, Luke the Nuke Littler. One more time for Luke Littler. Well, folks, 4 down, 4 to go. We will be back in a few minutes with our next match, which will be the British Classic Ladies Final. Thank you. Your first ever British Classic Youth Champions, Eleanor Cairns and Luke Littler. gentlemen, it's now time for our next match, and it is the Tri-Nations British Classic Ladies Final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, a former WDF Europe Cup singles champion, twice Northern Ireland Open champion. It's Northern Ireland's Denise Cassidy. And her opponent is a former Scottish singles champion, current Scottish international. Please welcome Lorraine Hyde.
And we welcome you back. Next up is the British Classic Ladies Singles Final. And we have currently throwing Scotland's Lorraine Hyde. As she takes on Northern Ireland's Denise Cassidy in what should be an entertaining and a bit of an unknown match in the way it will go. Both players have faced some tough opponents to get here, with Lorraine beating Anastasia in the semi-final, and Denise Cassidy defeated Wales' Rhiannon O'Sullivan to reach the final. So the players will be throwing some extra practice darts while the graphics get sorted out on stage. As once again I'm joined by Anthony Dundas.
Hello.
So Anthony will know quite a lot about both these players, but especially Lorraine.
Never saw them before in my life. No, two fantastic players, both represented their countries internationally. Lorraine, a current Scotland international. I believe Denise is a Northern Ireland international again. Won the Europe Cup singles back in 1998. Stepped away from the game for a fair while and really made her comeback.
First leg, it's Denise to throw first.
At the Northern Ireland Open a couple of years ago. I believe our first match, our first round match at her return at the Northern Ireland Open was against Paula Jacklin.
100.
And what a match it was.
$60. $41.
We've been fairly evenly matched in this competition. They're both averaging 71 for the tournament.
100.
Did have a quick word with Lorraine before she came up on stage, and she did confess to feeling a wee bit nervous.
7. 60.
Although she has started off quite steadily, you wouldn't be able to tell if she is feeling the nerves so far.
Yep, ashen faced.
100.
Isn't really one for showing emotion on stage, apart from the occasional shake of the head every now and then.
21.
Only 7 points between them in the mid stage of this leg.
98.
But Denise is first down to the finish.
60. Denise, you require 155. 45.
Lorraine will be looking to put some pressure on the 110 at Denise's left.
Well, she's going the right way about it so far.
140.
Excellent
Denise,
darts.
you require 110.
110 for Cassidy. Can't do it now.
78.
32
Lorraine, you
left if she
require
comes back.
60.
With Lorraine Hyde on 60, single 20 for double.
Game
just
shot in
like
the
that.
first leg. Lorraine Hyde.
Very, very composed finish there.
Second leg,
Take
it's
a
Lorraine
1-0
to throw
lead.
first. Game on.
And a crucial break of throw, which she needed to win this match.
$81.
Starting strong yet again. Lorraine from Inverurie in Aberdeenshire, but plays her county darts for Ayrshire.
100. 60. 60. 41. 83.
As I mentioned on stage, Denise twice has won the Northern Ireland Open, and at the last running of that event, 2019, she was beaten in the final, so very close to making it a hat-trick. I believe she won it 1995 was her first one, I'm sure.
$28.
So it's good to see both these ladies, just before the pandemic, starting to give the tours a real good go.
22.
Both breaking into the top 20 in the world, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Lorraine, I think she's starting to fulfil her potential for a long time.
125.
She's been such a good player at youth level, then come through to break into the Scotland side. She's always had the ability, and now
95.
everyone's kind of seeing it
Denise,
for
you
themselves.
require 105.
And Denise is just class in a glass, and has been for a very, very, very long time.
38. Lorraine, you require 142.
So Lorraine on 142. can't be done now. With Denise waiting on 67 to try and make it 1-1.
Denise, you require 67.
So now I'll be looking for a 10 or an 18. 18 for double 16.
51.
Very close.
Lorraine, you require 61.
A chance now for Hyde. Should be 25 first start. Yep, double 18. It's a double her advantage. Double 9 now.
52.
And back on the
Denise, you
inside
require
there.
16.
These now throwing for double 8. On the wire there. Now double 4.
12.
And again, just,
Lorraine,
just
you
on the
require
inside
9.
there.
Has to make sure of the big 1 here to leave herself double 4. Indeed she does. Double 4. Has to adjust.
1.
Oh, so close.
Denise, you require
And
4.
Denise getting another bite at the cherry here. Double 2 to restore parity.
No score.
Got ever so slightly closer with every dart she
Lorraine,
threw
you
there, but
require 8.
unfortunately for Denise, not close enough. Gives Lorraine Hyde yet another chance at double 4.
Game
this
shot.
time she
the
does take
second
it.
leg. Lorraine Hyde.
And we have a 2-0
Third leg, it's Denise to throw
scoreline
first.
in this match.
Game on.
Lorraine Hyde consolidates the break that she earned in the first leg.
60.
Puts her 3 legs away from her first world ranking title.
$55.
What a win that would be. The quality of the field here, it is just so stacked with quality that any ranking title,
41.
especially in the British Isles at the moment, you have earned that right if you win the title.
Couldn't agree more. The strength and depth that the ladies game now has.
41.
There was maybe 30, 40 that could be considered title contenders.
Most definitely.
55.
I think the final that probably most wouldn't pick shows the quality of the game. So at the moment, especially.
60.
But the same can be said about the men's side of the game, especially at this tournament as well. I mean, who could have predicted the final that we have in the British Open?
Oh, definitely.
Connor Scott and
60.
Scott Marsh. Put that on your bookie slip, that might earn you a few quid.
I think for them two players especially, it's they've only just started playing in some of these bigger tournaments. I know Scott Marsh has been known for a while, but like Connor Scott,
98.
the last couple of years his game has just progressed through the roof massively.
And Scott Marsh has been in a world ranking final before.
60.
Reached the final of the Welsh Classic some 12 years ago or so. I think this will be Connor Scott's first world ranking final.
100.
But back to the match in progress just now. Is Lorraine Hyde chasing her first world ranking title.
45. Denise, you require 87.
87 for Denise Cassidy. For a hold of throw to get a chalk on the board. Didn't have to go 20 bill with Lorraine being on 180,
55.
can't finish. So sets it up nicely to come back for 32, but what kind of pressure will she be under? It could be quite a lot. It will be quite a lot. That is outstanding darts
Denise, you
from
require
Lorraine Hyde.
32.
So double 16 has to go, you feel. Double 4. Oh no.
28. Lorraine, you require 40.
And Lorraine here, great opportunity to get a leg.
No
Very
score.
close. Rueful smile.
Denise, you require 4.
And back to double 2, which gave Denise some problems in the last leg. That could be awkward. The House of Madness, double 1.
No
Just
score.
pulls it inside.
Lorraine, you require 40.
So back to tops for Lorraine Hyde to extend her lead to 3-0. Oh, wrong
No
bed.
score.
Very unlucky.
Denise, you require 4.
And yet again, similar to the last leg.
No
Oh no!
score. Lorraine, you require 40.
Both busting in double 15. That could be used as a guide. Back you go.
No score. Denise, you require 4.
And
Game
finally,
shot
double
on the
2
third leg. Denise
achieved
Cassidy.
by Denise Cassidy.
Fourth leg, it's Lorraine to throw first.
After
Game
2
on.
legs of issues with that double, she's finally got it. Halves the deficit, it's now 2-1.
100.
Nice good start from Lorraine Hyde.
$81. $40.
Unlucky, 40 floor.
It's a great first start there from Denise.
85.
There's plenty of room to the right hand side of it, but just he's unable to find it.
Quality
100.
last start there for the hundreds.
$40.
Another score of 40 floor. An almighty bounce out. Looks like Hyde taking advantage now.
100.
First to the finish, 161 when she comes back. Denise Cassidy needs a massive score here. Cannot now leave a finish. So Lorraine Hyde has at least 6 starts from 161.
41. Lorraine, you require 161.
So should be looking up top first.
$43.
Will be back for 118. But Denise Cassidy should be on a finish after these, barring a catastrophe with the last start.
140.
Yep, outstanding.
Lorraine, you require 118.
Gets herself straight back into the leg, but 118 for Hyde. Double 19.
99.
Unlucky
Denise,
there
you
with the
require
last one.
114.
Now Denise looking at 114. The one thing you didn't want there.
38. Lorraine, you require 19.
So it should be 3 for double 8. Indeed it is, double 8. Double 4.
No score. Denise, you require 76.
As well as Lorraine's playing her doubles, letting her down somewhat the past couple of legs. Tops for Desmond.
56. Lorraine,
Just
you
right
require
there.
19.
Lorraine again looking at 19.
3 again for double 8.
Game shot on the fourth leg, Lorraine Hyde. Fifth leg, it's Denise to throw first. Game
3
on.
legs to 1 now, and it could have easily have been 4-0. Again, just missed doubles, but having said that, 3-1, could have been 2 each. Could have been 3-1 the other way.
58.
A very, very close fought contest so far.
$43.
You'd feel Denise definitely needs to win this leg just to have a real chance.
95.
Do you feel Lorraine's going to get a good few chances at doubles to close the game out otherwise?
$100.
Yep, Lorraine will be on the hill if she wins this leg. 1 away from victory. Both our ladies singles finals played over the best of 9 legs.
9.
And that is exactly what Denise Cassidy did not need. And look at the punishment now coming in.
81.
Would have hoped for a little bit more, but she will take 81, I'm sure. Gives her a lead of 62 points. Minus these.
28.
And now it is very much advantage Hyde in this match.
$67.
That's a great last start.
Denise just struggling on the line here. The line of her throw.
24.
Giving Lorraine a great chance here to go 4-1 up.
$140.
A great 140 there. These are on 70 when she comes back.
Absolutely magnificent. Denise Cassidy a mile back.
60.
So once again,
Lorraine, you require
6 starts
70.
at least for this 70. Treble 18. No, she goes treble 10 and hits treble 15. So that's 25 left. 9 for double 8. Or 1 for double 12.
46.
But she will be back.
$60.
So these is on
Lorraine, you
finish.
require 24.
That 9 leaves 15. So looking at 7 or 3. Now double 4.
16. Denise, you require 167.
Safe to say Lorraine's a little bit peeved with herself there. And she'll be even more peeved if this goes in. Oh. The pressure will be on.
99. Lorraine, you require 8.
Double 4 for a 4-1 lead. That pesky double 2 again.
Game shot
And
on
this
the
time,
fifth leg. Lorraine
The
Hyde.
first start at double 2 finds its target. Demons put to
Sixth
bed
leg, it's
perhaps.
Lorraine to throw first. Game on.
Another break of throw as well. So now Lorraine Hyde throwing for the match. And with it, of course, the Tri-Nations British Classic Championship title
45.
as well. But Denise Cassidy's going to have something to say about that.
83. $60.
Now then,
140.
Great darts there from Denise. Definitely needs it at this stage of the match now.
absolutely, this is more like the Denise Cassidy we know.
100.
That's better from Hyde as well. Only 18 points separating them after that last throw.
43.
Here's a chance again for Lorraine. Nice see, Tutton Moore makes a favourite for the leg and the match.
100.
The absolute worst time to put in a score of 26. And Lorraine Hyde is getting herself down to a finish.
100.
She will be back for 96, and that will be for the title.
Denise there with some
Lorraine,
pressure.
96.
With 100 to leave 109, but Lorraine on 96 for the title. Should be setting up with 16 here to leave tops.
56.
And she does.
Denise, you require 109.
Now, this could be the last chance for Denise. 109. She'll be looking for 19. And just outside to leave 70.
93.
But a great last start to leave her
Lorraine, you
double eights.
require 56.
But will she get a chance? Lorraine on 40
Beg your pardon. Lorraine, you require 40.
for the British Classic title.
Game, shot.
And
the
a great
Tri
adjustment
Nations
there
British
to give
Classic
Lorraine
Ladies
Hyde
Champion
her first
2021.
WDF
Lorraine
World
Hyde.
Ranking title in a pretty convincing performance with a 5-1 win over Northern Ireland's Denise Cassidy. We'll be returning back in a minute for the men's classic final between Rhys Hayden and Jim
Once again,
McEwen.
folks, a massive round of applause for your two finalists. Another cracking game of darts there. Wayne is back to do the presentation. So first of all, once more, another round of applause for your British Classic finalist, Denise Cassidy. One more time for Denise Cassidy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Ladies Champion. A first world ranking title for Becky Lynch, Lorraine Hyde. One more time for Lorraine Hyde. That was your ladies' British Classic final. We will be back in a couple of minutes with the men's final. Thank you. Gentlemen, it's now time for match number 6 of the evening, and it is the Tri-Nations British Classic Men's Final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, a former Isle of Man Classic semi-finalist from Scotland. It's Chucky Jim McEwen. Jim's opponent, also a former Isle of Man Classic semi-finalist from England, Lightning Rhys Hayden.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Men's Final. First leg, it's Rhys to throw first. Game on.
So the Men's British Classic Final. Rhys Hayden, left-handed Rhys Hayden.
100.
Speedy player, to say the least. Against the more methodical Jim McEwen. Scotland's finest. Talking of Scotland's finest, rushing to take his position in the commentary.
58.
And I've got to waffle a bit because he's putting his headphones on and he's just pressed it. Hurry up then, Andy. You're deliberately taking your time now, aren't you?
Don't know what you mean.
49.
So Rhys was saying earlier today that he had a brilliant day yesterday. Came out full of confidence today for the gold event, you know, the direct ticket to Lakeside. First round, Luke Littler. Thank you and good night.
Not the first round you want.
No, very true. Not the first round you want.
You're wanting an Anthony Dundas or a Nick Rolls in the first round
Well,
too.
you want
Just
a Nick
ease
Rolls,
yourself in.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
60.
So best of 11 for this particular encounter. And I am sure I've got that right this time. I'm sure no one's actually changed it last minute to make me look the complete fool that I'm quite capable of making myself look without anybody's help.
It's best of 11 sets. Did no one tell you?
140.
So what can you tell us about Jim then, Anthony? Do you know much about his...
Yes, Jim, he's from Maybole in Ayrshire.
93.
Plays his county darts for Ayrshire. Scotland internationalist. And, yeah, very methodical and steady. Had the pleasure of playing against him quite often during lockdown when we had the Dart Connect lobbies that we were getting used.
59.
So we had a Scotland one. Myself, Jim McEwen, Ryan Hogarth, Ross Montgomery. Martin Adams played in it as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Honorary Scotsman for the day.
Martin McAdams.
Jim, you require 144.
So 144. Rhys handily placed on 60. He's going to get a shot at the 60 as well. Treble 16 or treble 8 here.
104.
Good
Reach
pressure.
requires 60.
That's a little bit awkward. Just talking to himself. Come on.
Game shot on the first leg. Reese Hayden.
It's a bit unusual to see Reese take time between the first and the second dart.
Yeah,
Normally the
absolutely.
second one leaves his hand
Second
before the
leg, it's
first one.
Jim to throw first.
He throws that
Game on.
quickly. Just having a look at some stats for the guys here. Reese Hayden's event average 82.44. His first 9 is 91. Very, very slightly above his opponent,
95.
82.36. Jim McEwen before today. Jim's got the better outshot average. Average finish at 42%. 42%. Against Reese's 33%. So we shall see whether that comes into play later in the game.
It's a real clash of styles, this one.
Yeah, very much so.
140.
Very much hair in the tortoise. Not that I'm saying Jim's a tortoise, of course.
100.
No, you just did.
You'll forgive me for that one, it's okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, there's a good number of people who stay behind in the spa here to watch these 8 games that we've had this evening. We had the ladies' pairs, the men's pairs, the girls' final and the boys' final. And of course we've just seen one Scottish lady's already taken away the silverware. Lorraine Hyde
134.
came on the stage extremely nervous, in her own words. She didn't exactly put it like that, but I got what she meant.
I can imagine.
96. Jim, you require
Has a way with words, does our
132.
Lorraine.
Yes. 1-3-2 here. And time on his hand, so he doesn't necessarily need to go for the ball here, and didn't. He'd love a straight ton now.
$60.
Not too bad. Reese hits a 140 here, it makes it interesting. Needs a treble though.
56. Jim, you require 72.
Plenty of options for 72.
Referee's nightmare.
Yeah. Is he going the 5 route?
I think he has gone. That one wasn't in my little locker. I had 12s and.
What a recovery, though.
56.
12s, 16s, double 18s, treble 20s,
Reach
double
require
20s. I didn't have the 5 route in my head.
I'm a fan of the 16s route in 72 myself.
43. Jim, you require 60.
So,
Double
Man.
8 for a 1-all game.
for the man they call Chucky.
He's on his tail now on 1-1-1.
8.
And he's going to get a shot at 1-1-1.
Reach to require 111.
This really will be a punch to the solar plexus. Coming down first of all. 92 then. Treble 16.
55.
Grimace on the face of Reese Hayden.
Jim, you require 8.
So double 4.
Game shot on the second leg. Jim McEwen.
And
He
parity.
Third
He
leg,
does
it's
hang on to
Reece
his
to
throw.
throw
We've gone to
first.
1-all. Both of the first two legs have gone with the darts. That happens all the way through. Reese will win the game
60.
based on the fact that he won the bull in the players' room before the match started. So this man, Jim McEwen, does know that he will have to break the Hayden throw if he's going to claim the title.
$27.
Not a good start for Mr. McEwen there.
Especially when this is happening. Oh,
120.
120 floor.
$60. 100.
Jim has apparently won 83% of the legs that he's thrown first in throughout the tournament. Reese, on the other hand, is down as low as 75. Both at about 62% against the darts.
25. 85.
McEwen here's a few behind. Could do with a good double treble visit, or even a treble visit, but he's not going to get that now. Hayden looks as though he's going to hold his throw
40.
relatively comfortable here.
Reach
Comfortably
require
here, 136.
136.
Nice 16.
96.
Jim's not even in the same parish in this leg.
Yep, needing a taxi to get to a finish from there. His high score in this leg has been 60.
24. Reach
That's
require
a third
40.
score in the 20s in this leg.
Oh, did Lorraine hide there?
Yes.
Started walking when it wasn't actually in.
Game
that
shot
one
the
is.
third leg. Reese Hayden.
Most nervous spectator for this
Fourth
game?
leg, it's Jim to throw first.
Oh, Josie.
Miss
Game on.
Patterson, I think, yeah?
I think, yep.
Or Patterson, as I know her. We don't go by first names.
Yep, young Josie, Reese's other half.
Indeed.
Daughter of Lorraine Winstanley, of
Yes,
course.
mother-in-law will be watching somewhere as
Oh,
well.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Are we allowed to call her that?
You've done it now.
She's not here, so she... Evening, Lorraine.
81.
I'm sure Jim's wife Gail will be watching from behind a couch or behind a pair of hands, not able to look at the screen. Ashley, make sure you're looking after Gail, please. Now, this is better.
They'll be cheering here. They will be.
180. $96. $60.
Only 60, but he's still the favourite for this leg with 180 left.
56.
He's going well below the treble on that occasion. Oh, that's unlucky.
80.
I think that was a treble 20 on the floor there.
Absolutely,
for
yep.
Chucky. Would have left him tops as well.
92. Jim, you require 100.
It's a strange one, isn't it? He didn't want to go for the 20-second dart because he couldn't get 100 to leave a finish. But in the same boat, hitting the treble 18 meant he needed another treble.
That's easy for you to say.
I'm not quite sure why Jim decided to go tops there with his opponent back on 176.
60. Jim, you require 60.
You'll be hoping that it doesn't cost him here. 2 darts in hand at tops.
For a Desmond.
Game
Thank you.
shot on the fourth leg. Jim McEwen. Fifth leg, it's Reese to throw first. Game on.
500 left.
Good recovery.
121.
Good recovery. This is not the sort of game Reese would overly enjoy. Likes a bit of rat-a-tat-tat rather than the...
85.
But he seems to be handling it quite well. Goes back behind the ocky, puts his head down, waits for his turn. And when he gets there, he's not rushing through his throw, his first dart throw. Still giving himself a bit of time to compose before throwing.
There's a couple of TV appearances to his name as Rhys Hayden. Latter stages of the World Masters. I believe a lakeside appearance as well.
Yep, he certainly has.
81.
I remember refereeing for him at the World Masters. It might have been my first or second year. And
Rhys must have been about 6.
I had one of those moments where your mind just goes absolutely blank. 3 treble 18s, and he just looked at me, and I just looked at him.
Ah.
I think it's 162.
Yes.
Once again, miles in front in this leg is Rhys Hayden.
It's almost as if it's my throw, I'm going to win the leg easily. Nobody's really put a dent in their opponent's throw at the moment. He's having a think here. He could go treble 16 with McEwen back on 276. He'd have been excused doing that, but he's decided to stay with the 20.
60.
Knowing that if he'd have hit 16-16, he would have still been a dart away from a double, whereas now he's got 3 at 40. So probably good thinking, I think, from Rhys there.
$83. Rhys should require 40.
For a 3-2 lead.
$20.
Not a catastrophe with McEwen back in 193. So he will be back.
$96.
To leave 97.
Rhys should require 20.
So it's just on your tail now, Rhys. You might want to put this away. And again, he nearly strolled up. He can now.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Rhys Hayden.
It does feel as though the boys are sparring at the
6th
moment.
leg. It's Jim to throw first.
The feeling that
Game
when
on.
the bell goes at 3-3, perhaps they might start firing at that point.
Yeah.
But you never know. This might be the opportunity for Rhys. He knows he doesn't have to break, but boy, he'd love to.
134.
Good start though from Jim.
Both of these players, around 12% of their throws have been 140s. About 2% of Jim's have been 180s, and 3% of Rhys's have been 180s. There you go. Jim's been the more prolific ton hitter. 34% of his throws have been
41.
tons, whereas just 28, 29% of Rhys's have been tons.
83.
This one's a little bit more even. Just the 1 point in it before these turns.
$100.
Oh, he's in. He is in as well.
180.
Outstanding darts.
Is this the leg that bucks the trend and goes against the darts and gives Rhys Hayden a 2-leg lead?
$83. Rhys should require 147.
Should start up top.
15 reds, 15 blacks and all the colours.
Yep. Should stay there.
55.
Ooh, 92.
Jimmy require 143.
Treble 20, treble 17 is what he's looking for with the first two.
Shots on. That's the 3 taken care of.
Yes.
123.
Pressure on the 92.
Bull
Rhys
or
should require
60?
92.
Has to go bull. Has to go, Bill.
Going 60. Stay there, I think. Oh, he's gone double 18, double 18.
56.
See.
Jim, you require 20.
I'll let you go and tell Reese you told him so. Double 5 for 3-3.
Game shot on the 6th flag. Jim McEwen.
Well, we had a little bit more pressure on the throw there. We did at least
7th leg, it's Reese to throw
get
first.
down to leaving the
Game
double.
on.
But it's still, every leg has gone with the darts.
100.
Still to come, the two Open finals. The British Open Ladies Final. Fallon Sherrick
95.
will take on her good friend and her partner from the pairs in Corinne Hammond. The winner goes to Lakeside.
100.
And then the men, Connor Shutt
Scott.
and Scott Marsh.
Yeah.
Scutt, sorry. What did I
Yeah.
say? Shutt. Connor Scutt. Good grief. What a weekend it would be for Connor.
Oh,
Having
yeah.
already run on the Friday afternoon.
100.
Ladies and gents were invited to come and play for a place in the England team. And Connor was successful. He and Aaron Monk
134.
won a place in the England team. Lorraine Winstanley won a place in the ladies team as well. And Connor could top off an absolutely top weekend with a victory against Mr. Marsh and secure himself a place at Lakeside. What a weekend that would be.
59. Reach to require 167.
Plenty on the line in that match.
Mm.
And once again, didn't have to go for the 167. Jump so far back.
125.
Again, good, sensible thinking there from Reese. He could have hit the 57, but left himself a shot at the ball, but choosing to lay up, as you say in golf, 42.
43.
And yet again,
Reach to require
McEwen not
42.
even in the picture. Double 16 for a 4-3 lead. Taking his time.
Game
And
shot on the 7th
banging the
flag.
dart
Reece
straight in
Hayden.
the double 16. His opponent back on 204.
8th leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
So as we said, Reese put a little bit of pressure on Jim in the last leg where Jim threw first, and he stood to the test.
100.
And that last start has given him a good start to this leg as well.
$57. $125.
Yeah, it's a bit of emotion there from Jim. Bit of a come on.
Sorry, I was
21.
a tad distracted there by someone tripping and falling on just down below us there.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that.
He's tripped over Tommy Thompson's chair and went flying.
He grabbed his ponytail as he fell.
That's probably what he tripped over.
135.
Well, I think this leg's probably going to go with the throw as well. 1-4-1 plays 4-2-3 before this throw.
59. Jim, you require 141.
Just another leg that has gone in favour of the first thrower.
60 would leave double 18 here.
105.
Yeah, super darts.
12 darts down to 36. Take that for pretty much every game he plays.
140. Jim, you require 36. Game shot on the 7th leg.
8 legs in,
Jim
8
McEwen.
holes to throw.
9th leg, Reese to throw first. Game on.
Reese has the higher average.
180.
And there you see why we're going with throw. The first throw by the player throwing first in each of those legs has always been a very good starter.
Decent answer from Jim.
100.
Jim in the unenviable position of needing 180 to catch up.
He would take 140 though.
He will. And he will take 140 as well.
Come on, he says.
Great darts. Great darts.
180.
Just looking over his shoulder at Jim coming back at him with a ton and a ton 40. But he said, you know what? Take a 180. 41 after 9.
World class. Absolutely world class.
$85.
9 for double 16 then for
Reach to require 41.
Reese for a 5-4 lead. Done the same as he did the last time he wanted double 16. Come on, he says to himself. Composure. He's got a bit of time,
Game
but he
shot,
doesn't
the
want
ninth
to
flag.
give Jim
Reese
any
Hayden.
chance. And he's one leg away.
10th leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
The clever one is on Jim McCune winning this leg.
It is after that dart. It is, yes. 9 holds of throw. Is this a game that's going to have been
83.
decided by the bull-up before the match? Reese is thinking, come on, find me a treble.
43. $100. $99.
Not quite enough, I would suggest, to put the pressure on. But if Jim doesn't find a treble, it makes it interesting. And he hasn't.
60.
So a ton or more here from Reese. Oh, what a beautiful dart. Right at the top of the treble.
100.
He'll be disappointed that he couldn't follow that first dart, but he'll take a ton.
So much room for another 2 in there.
Just 1 point in it now. I think that's found the treble. Oh, it certainly has, and there's another one as well. Needs a treble to leave a finish.
59.
Oh,
Jim, you require 124.
1-2-4 to take us to a decider. Shots on.
Doesn't need to do it though. He could go 16s here, I think. Or the treble 8, which he did earlier in the game. 16 leaves him tops.
84.
Very good thinking.
Both players have played the averages here really well. They haven't taken any risks with
86.
looking for glory shots.
Jim, you require 40.
114 is his opponent is on. Can he take out this 40?
Game
Of
shot
course
on the
he can
10th
take out the
flag.
40.
Jim McEwen.
And lo and behold, an 11th and deciding
final
leg.
It's Reese to throw first. Game on.
The players shake hands. And it's Reese Hayden taking a little bit of time, composing himself. Let me find myself a treble. 100 to start off with, he'll take.
100.
And he's got himself 100. I wasn't quite sure that that second one was there. Jim, to be honest, has not been close to breaking the Reese Hayden throw, so
140.
It would be the first time in the entire match he will have been in the lead if he goes on to win this leg.
Oh, and that's a slip from Reese. McEwen has in effect won the darts. So if he can follow that ton 40 with the ton here. Oh. That one's awkward as well, so I think we're looking at downstairs here. And 28 does not, and he knows the opportunity was there as well. Such a big opportunity. Reese will be buoyed by the fact that his slip up didn't let his opponent in. Oh,
40.
My goodness.
You can feel the nerves are jangling here. The two players so desperate to steal or secure this final leg, my word.
140.
Oh, needs another.
96.
Is that going to be enough? Because Jim McEwen has stolen the darts for the first time on the Hayden throw in 6 attempts. McEwen is favourite for a leg. It's the deciding leg. But yet again, if he doesn't hit a treble here, 172 with one in his hand. Theoretically, if he keeps straight, he's all right. But does he ricochet off? Think about it too much.
33.
Oh.
At least he's left a finish.
He has left a finish, yeah.
Well, I'll have to love you and leave you, Nick.
Yes, indeed.
It's all yours.
Great.
81.
Oh, he's very unlucky there, Reese. 81, went for the 25.
Jim, you require 160.
He's just going to steal it. Oh, my word. What a way to win the title. Oh, my word.
2021
He's done it.
Tri-Nations British Classic Men's Champion.
What
Jim
a way
McEwen.
to steal the title. Absolutely brilliant finish from Jim McEwen. Reese Hayden will be absolutely gutted. But the players shake hands, they have a bit of a chat. We'll hand you over to Anthony to take you through the presentations.
Well, ladies and gents, once again, an absolutely fantastic game of darts. Let's keep your applause going for the two finalists. And please keep it going for your 2021 British Classic Men's finalist, Lightning, Reese Hayden. One more time for Reese Hayden. And what a fantastic finish. The only time he's led in the whole match was at the end. Your 2021 Tri-Nations British Classic Men's Champion is Chucky Jim McEwen. One more time for Jim McEwen. We're going to get a picture now with both our British Classic champions, so if Lorraine Hyde and Jim McEwen could come back to the stage, please. He was told to stay, but he's left anyway. Yes. Right, Jim, plenty of time for photos later. Up you come. You will be needing your trophy as well, Jim. A Scottish double at the Tri-Nations British Classic. Your champions, Lorraine Hyde and Jim McEwen. Six down, 2 to go. We'll be back in a few minutes with the big ones, the British Open Finals. The golden ticket matches, of course, where the winner gets a direct ticket straight to the World Championships at the Lakeside. We'll be there in a couple of minutes. now time for our penultimate match. It is the Tri-Nations British Open Ladies Final. This gold standard event, the winner of which will go straight to the World Championships at the Lakeside. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, a former World Trophy and Zyderdown Masters champion, the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrock. And Fallon's opponent is a former British Open and Isle of Man Classic champion from Australia, Corinne Hammond.
So, welcome back. We now have your British Open Ladies Final, which is between the Queen of the Palace throwing now, Buckinghamshire's Fallon Sherrock, who is taking on Australia's Hampshire-based player Corinne Hammond. Start of this match is delayed with some stage issues.
Right, folks, sorry about that delay there. The boys have shed a bit of light on the subject, so we're now ready to carry on. Please welcome back to the stage your British Open finalists, Fallon Sherrick and Corinne Hammond.
So, take two. Hopefully this time we will see the start of the British Open Ladies Singles Final. Just a reminder, this is Fallon Sherrick taking on Corinne Hammond. These two are very well known to each other, having played in the pairs earlier together and losing out in the final. So they are both part of the Modus Dart stable.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, it's Corinne to throw first. Game on.
You imagine the first couple of legs are going to be a big indicator on who will be taking this title. And Corinne making the perfect start for a pinpoint maximum to open her accounts. As we welcome
100.
As we welcome back Anthony Dundas.
Hello.
46.
He's had a very, very busy last 10 minutes.
Love to see my step count for the day.
140.
Just a little issue with the light above the dartboard,
130.
but all has been rectified.
Thanks
Thanks to Willie Glenn and Cliff Murray for sorting out the issue. Now then.
$97.
48 left there after 12 darts for Corinne.
81. Corinne, you require 48.
And here throwing for the opening leg.
Ah, double.
32.
Unintentional, I'm sure, but
120.
Doesn't matter which way.
oh, now then.
80. Corinne, you require 16.
So double 8 for the first leg for Corinne. Now double 4.
12.
Electric
Fallon, you
scoring, but
require
the finishing
40.
not quite working yet. Tops for Fallon.
20. Corinne, you require 4.
So saw a few players struggling on double 2 this evening.
Game shot
But
and
Corinne,
the first leg.
I don't think she thought that was in at first. She was ready to throw another dart there.
Second leg, it's Fallon to throw first. Game on.
Just having a look at the stats for these two ladies. Well, I will in a wee second after this.
140.
Fallon averaging just a shade under 77 for the event. Corinne just under 79.
45.
First 9 averages in the late 80s for both.
$140. $100. $81.
So Fallon in control for this leg. Looking to make it 1-all.
39. Fallon, you require
Now
140.
looking at 140. Traditional way she goes for it in the two treble 18s.
75. $26.
So
Fallon, you
Fallon
require
come back
65.
65 to make it 1-all. Now that 17 leaves her 48.
Double 16.
Game short in the second leg. Fallon Sherrick. Third leg, it's Corinne to throw first. Game on.
So that second leg, in stark contrast to the first leg, the scoring was absolutely electric from both
45.
players. Finishing not so much, and there the scoring wasn't great, but the finishing was. Funny old game.
It is indeed.
41.
This weekend all the events have been run on the Dart Connect system.
40.
Available to view for everyone. You can see dart by dart how the players are doing. And in one of Corinne's matches, possibly yesterday I think it was,
58.
playing against Joe Rolls, and after one leg her average was 136. Nice little 11 darter.
137.
I think she ended up finishing that game with a 94 average.
121. 78.
Great treble 19 there.
$180.
Marvellous 180 from Fallon.
41. Fallon, you require 101.
Well, it's 50 scored, 51 left.
69. Corinne, you require
Corinne
160.
on 160. We've already seen Jim McEwen take it out. Can Corinne replicate it? Not quite.
100. Fallon, you require 32.
The pressure on if Fallon does miss this. Double 16, 2 in hand. Double 8.
No score.
No.
Corinne, you require 60.
So, Corinne Hammond 60 points. Away from a 2-1 lead. Tops for double 10.
Game short.
That's one way to do it.
Leg, Corinne Hammond.
Wow, she didn't miss a double-double that
Fourth
time.
leg, it's Fallon to throw first.
Intentional or not, she
Game
takes
on.
a 2-1 lead.
$81. $60. $44.
So a big visit here could take the darts away from Fallon. Started off in the perfect fashion.
Wow.
180. $100. $55. $81.
So nothing in this leg, but Corinne throwing here now. Definitely not what was
13.
needed.
That score is basically giving the darts
64.
back to Fallon in this leg. Needs a big score here.
57. Fallon, you require 131. 40. Corinne, you require 136.
So 136 for Corinne Hammond, not to beat on this occasion. Treble would make life very interesting.
60.
Only 60 though.
Fallon, you require 91.
91 should go the bull route. Single 16 would leave the bull.
66.
Bullseye.
Game shot.
Oh,
and the
wonderful.
fourth leg. Fallon Sherrick.
Wonderful finish.
Fifth leg, it's Corinne to throw first. Game on.
We have Desmond. 2-2 in the British Open final. Playing to the best of 5 legs. Sorry, the first to 5 legs.
100.
Best of 9. Told you it's been a long day.
$58.
As I said on stage, this is a gold event in the WDF's calendar, and that means that the winner of this final, and indeed the men's final, received that
81.
golden ticket straight to the Lakeside World Championship in January.
$42.
There'll be 48 men, 24 ladies competing to become WDF World Champion.
100.
But that is then, and this is now.
81.
And these ladies are just concentrating on becoming British Open champion.
$100.
And it is Corinne Hammond first to the finish in this leg. She'll have the Shanghai on the 20s when she comes back.
60.
And 6
Corinne,
starts
you
at least
require
at it.
120. 60.
Leaves it handy for a next throw. Fan needs at least 2 trebles, you'd think. But needs this one to leave a finish.
60. Corinne, you require 60.
Doesn't.
No
Nope.
score. $81. Corinne, you require
Oh, attempt
60.
2. With a single 20. Now tops.
40. Fallon, you require
So, an
119.
outside chance for Fallon on 119. Treble 20. Leaves tops.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
What's a
Fallon
finish?
Sherrick.
From nowhere, Fan now takes a
Sixth
3-2
leg,
lead
Fallon to throw first.
and has broken
Game
the
on.
darts.
$48.
But an ideal chance for Corinne to put some pressure on early doors.
$45. $140.
Not taken by Corinne, so they're Fan with a fantastic 140.
43. $140.
And the second one now, so well in command of this leg. You can see Fan just finding a bit more of a mojo now.
Back-to-back turn 40s.
125.
And Hammond finally finding that treble 20. This is good as well from Fallon.
85.
Nick just double checking that third darts status there. Very close to the wire between the treble 19 and the treble 3.
55. Fallon, you require 88.
So this is for a 4-2 lead. Double 14 to put her one away from the title. Double 7.
74.
Hammond back on 2-3-3. That's great thinking.
99.
Absolutely
Fallon, you require
superb thinking.
14.
Double 7 then. And it's
Game
there.
short and a 6th leg. Fallon show it.
That places Fallon one leg away from the title.
7th leg, it's Corinne to throw first. Game on.
Hammond's darts. And what a start.
100. 96. 58. 57. 59.
His leg's just waiting for someone to pop in with a big score and take command.
41.
At the moment, neither of them want to. Scoring seems like it's deserted them.
100.
That's better from Corinne. Down to 184.
59.
So 6 darts at least from 184.
43. 100. Corinne, you require 141.
So Corinne on 141 here. And leaves 97 after that, does
You
it?
require 148.
Oh, now then.
100. Corinne, you require 97.
97 then to stay in the match.
94 now. Double tops.
77.
Oh, just below there. It's leaving Fallon on
Fallon, you require
48 for the
48.
title. 8 leave tops. Now double 10.
Game. Shot.
And chance is
And the
taken.
Tri-Nations
And
British
Fallon
Open
becomes the
Ladies
British
Champion
Open
2021 is Fallon
Ladies
Sherratt.
singles champion and books her place in the 2022 World Championships at the Lakeside in the WDF. Both players there not at their best, but it's Fallon that takes the title as we move on in a few minutes' time for your men's singles final between Scott Marsh and Connor Scott.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, another round of applause for your 2 British Open finalists. And keep the applause going for Corinne Hammond. One more time for Corinne Hammond. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for your 2021 Tri-Nations British Open Ladies Champion, the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrock. One more time for Fallon Sherrock. Seven down, one to go. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with our final match of the weekend, the British Open Men's Final. Thank you. Tri-Nations British Open Men's Final. Please welcome to the stage, first of all, a former Welsh Classic finalist. From England, it's Marshy Scott Marsh. And his opponent is a former quarter-finalist on the development tour, playing in his first world ranking final. Please welcome Connor Scott.
So we come to the final game of the weekend. Scott Marsh and Connor Scott for a place at Lakeside.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The 2021 Tri-Nations British Open Men's Final. First leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on.
Connor Scott has had a Luke Littler style weekend,
100.
but maybe just a notch up. He came on Friday afternoon where players were invited to play for a place to play for England,
40.
and he won one of those places. Can he make it the ultimate weekend and go to Lakeside by defeating Scott Marsh here in the British Open final?
140.
Anthony's back with me.
Hello.
How do we see this one going, Anthony?
Well, as you say, Connor's had a fantastic weekend, but
140.
Marshy's no mug. You don't get to the British Open final if you're not a good player.
That's very true. Just looking at a few of the stats here, the first 9 darts at the throw is relatively even. First 9 for Connor's 99.11 and for Scott 99.02, so nothing to split them on the first 9, nothing to split their average across the tournament, 90.67, 90.14, so very
60.
even.
Connor, you require 130.
And this is the exact number that he took out to beat Joshua Richardson to win that place in the England team.
58.
Josh had just hit a 180 to leave 24, and Connor went 60-60 double 5.
$180. Connor, you require 72.
72 then.
Yep, has to go 15 bull.
47.
So we've had 2 72 outshots where we've expected anything other
Scott,
than
you
the 7 or the 5.
81.
Root. Should be looking at 12 for the bull.
Game shot on the first leg. Scott Marsh.
Not afraid to celebrate either.
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
My first real dealings with Scott Marsh was when he played in
60.
the online live league.
Ah,
And I was down as a spotter,
yes.
so I'm not used to seeing him on like in the stage
Yeah. Yeah.
atmosphere and environment.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realise he was a celebrator.
Yes.
Speaking of celebrations, smashing darts from young Connor Scott.
Yeah, just had a tiny look over his shoulder as if to say, you're not the only one that can find the 180s.
140.
Shaping up to be a decent game, this.
60.
So Fallon has secured her invite to Lakeside. Who will be following her? Certain chance here for Scott to capitalise on the break of the first leg.
100.
Something you don't see very often is a player wearing long sleeves.
Very true. Very true.
83.
The only two
Scott,
I can
you
think of
require
really is
141.
Co Stompey and Mark Barilli.
Yes. Mark Borelli was here this weekend.
40.
Indeed he was, yes.
Didn't see Kostompy though.
No.
Connor, you require 121.
Yeah, I think Mark won through a few games today.
He did. 46-14. Leaves himself
89.
32. Marsh
Scott, you
on
require
101.
101.
To go 2-0 up. Treble 19.
Treble 10. He's gone the treble 14. That's
53. Connor, you require 32. Game shot on the second leg. Connor Scott.
Connor certainly doing his own thing on the stage. It's good to see that he's
Third leg, it's Connor
for a
to
young
throw
lad,
first. Game on.
taking a bit of time.
$140.
Just dropping his dart there, but he is allowed to retrieve it.
$43.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea. I think that first one was a bit.
133.
That first one was hanging a little bit in the treble 22.
By the proverbial thread.
Yes. He certainly found his cover shots really well.
140.
Scott, as he gets to the board, he's having a look at the scoreboard before he takes his darts out of the board.
58.
Connor's handling that quite well in so much as he's, as you can see, he walks over to the table, gets himself a little drink. And he's
140.
just
Connor, you require 170.
yeah, that 140 doesn't leave a finish. Oh,
Is he going to go for it? Probably not.
he
Oh,
did go for it.
145.
Oh. I would have had 50 pence on the big 18 there, but that's why I don't gamble.
95.
Pretty much in all the stats point to Connor winning. It was
Connor, you
very
require
just slightly on
25.
his overall average, but of late.
Game shot on the third leg. Connor Scott.
So from a leg behind, he's 2-1 up, and we're back on throw.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
74% leg wins for Connor, 69 for Scott.
60.
With the darts, 86% for Connor, and just 76% for Scott. What a big difference. Albeit Scott has got a better strike against the darts, 61% to Connor's 57. So some interesting numbers there.
82.
Slightly point towards Connor, but there's the pressure of a stage to cope with. Pressured the thought of going to the lakeside.
30.
Interesting that one of these two will take a spot at lakeside, because as far as I remember, neither of them were really in the shout in the ranking table. So
96.
come from nowhere to claim a spot. January the 1st, January the 9th. The tickets are on sale for the lakeside. Go on general sale. I think it's next
100.
Friday, but check out the WDF or the lakeside website.
$140.
Putting in a good attempt to break here. Break Scott Marsh and take a 3-1 lead, which would in effect mean that Scott has to get 2 breaks of throw because he lost the bull. $
56.
Bit wayward for the bullseye, but 127's gettable, but Scott can make a big hole here, and he's going to.
180. Connor, you require 127.
Starts at the treble 20. Now it's going to be treble 19. Maybe back, or we might go the 16s here, yep.
55. Scott, you require 36.
To draw us level.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
That's a good hold from
Scott
Scott there. He
Marsh.
looked in double. He looked in trouble. Looked as though he was going to go 3-1 behind, but he's held his throw. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that 180 just changed the
50.
entire
It's
complexity
Connor
of the
to
leg.
throw first. Game
Certainly
on.
did.
$140.
Both of these guys averaging north of 90 in this match. A good high quality game.
45. $96.
Been good to see some of our old friends this weekend, Anthony. Haven't seen for a while. Obviously, just beginning to get out there. I think it's my third tournament. I've had the pleasure of Selzy, then Denmark, and now here. And Jackie from Belgium, down there in his hat.
The most famous hat in darts.
Indeed. 265. Connor should start down the bottom, and he is.
$57.
Saw the young ladies from Whitby came and visited us. No, yes, that was pleasant.
Ah, yes, the Whitby Wives.
Yeah, looking.
Still down there somewhere, I think.
Are they?
I think so.
They're looking forward to coming to Lakeside.
Yeah, just scanning the room to see who else we
93.
have in attendance. Brian Doggy Dawson of Yorkshire.
Yes.
Haven't seen him for a long time.
Out with his dad's allowed him out because he's or he's brought his dad with him one way or the other. I'll let you work that out.
60.
It was also nice to see a Scottish legend making a little comeback this weekend in the form of Paul Hanvidge.
Mm.
$139.
Yeah, super darts from Marshy.
Yes, let's put a bit of pressure
Connor,
on
you
him.
require 148.
Put a bit of pressure on Connor now. Scott on 124.
$116.
Great shooting.
Scott, you require 124.
I'm
Great
gonna
shooting.
yeah, I'm going to say great counting as well.
Yeah,
And Charlie,
exactly.
a great shout. 14 for ball. Bullseye.
89. Connor, you require 32.
Again, Connor just taking his time.
Game shot.
And
the
that's
fifth
why.
leg. Connor Scott.
Superb
Sixth
composure
leg,
from the
it's
young
Scott
man.
to throw
Mhm.
first. Game on. $100.
Spider. It's across his shirt, isn't it?
Sniper.
Sniper. He looked like Spider from where I'm.
Check.
The sniper.
57.
Oh yes, I can see. But see, the image on the back looks like a Spider-Man as well. You see, that's what I was thinking of.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I can see it's a sniper now.
60.
Sorry, Connor. He'll forever be known as the Spider now, won't he? And it'll be my fault.
The spider sniper.
Hmm.
140.
Maybe if he makes it his walk on at Lakeside, could change to Spider-Man.
$58.
The door just ever so slightly ajar now for Connor Scott in this
Mhm.
leg. And he's kicking it down. He is kicking it down. He is kicking it down.
180.
Wowee.
Put his darts on the table. Wiped his hands, taken a drink.
84.
Very, very composed, this young man.
Connor, you require 124.
Very impressed.
And doesn't need to go bull here either. I was going 48 for 36, I think.
56. $47.
A rueful shake of the head.
Connor, you
Scott
require
Marsh
68.
knows he's in a little bit of bother here.
16 for tops.
48.
Sure, you'd bet he'd boo back.
Scott, you require 152.
It is doable. It is now.
Oof, so unlucky.
140.
And there's a case of he should have thrown his third dart second.
Connor, you require 20.
Double 10 for a 4-2 lead.
You should go for it.
Game shot on the Sikh flag. Connor Scott.
Once again, wins the leg, just has a look into the crowd, and that's that. Up, darts out, and we start again. A break of
Seventh
throw.
leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on.
And now 2 legs away from a first world ranking title and a first appearance at the World Championship.
And having won the
60.
bullseye, it's a real tough order now for Scott Marsh.
$59. $45. $100. $140.
Yeah, excellent darts from Connor Scott. Takes control of the leg again.
$82.
Needed that. Needed that big treble. Closes to within 4 points.
Mm.
A treble here leaves Scott on a finish.
60.
No, not to be.
First time we've really seen Connor have a look at the scoreboard there. So, well, I wonder where my opponent is, but doesn't seem overly concerned.
57.
Oh, dart.
140.
Outstanding stuff.
Down to 56.
$79.
Was that a first sign of a bit of
Connor, you
maybe it's not going to be
require
my day
56.
on the face of Scott Marsh then? 56 it is, tops for a 5-2 lead. Tens.
36.
Okay.
Scott, you require 124.
They'll be off around the stage if this goes in, I think.
14. Double 11. Oh.
113.
And a chance goes begging for Marshy.
Connor, you require 20.
And double 10 for a 5-2 lead.
Game shot on the 7th.
He's one away.
Connor Scott.
He is on the hill.
Eighth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
And he could be very, very close to winning the British Open.
Yeah, and for Scott Marsh, it's 4 legs on the trot, or it's the runners-up check.
121.
Which still isn't bad for a day's work.
Oh no, no, absolutely.
$100. $134.
Darts. 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Puts him well in charge of this leg, especially given that he had the throw.
42.
Connor won't be too worried though. He knows that he's going to have the darts in the next leg. And indeed, again, 2 legs after that if he's needed
60.
it. Could do with a max here to put the pressure on, but it's not going to be.
100. $100. $137.
Wow.
Excellent darts.
Giving himself a chance.
86.
Double 16 to stay in it.
70.
Ooh. So we should go 18s here, treble, single, and then the ball,
Connor, you
or 2
require
trebles and a double 7.
122.
He's going to get a shot the bull.
Match
It
point.
is.
97.
So unlucky.
Millimetres from
Scott, you
lakeside.
require 60. Game shot
Oh.
on the 8th leg. Scott Marsh.
And now he's back to 501 points away from
9th
lakeside.
leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on.
This is the key leg, I think.
Wouldn't disagree with that.
96.
Much as he would have the darts in the last leg. If his opponent comes back from 5-2 to 5-5.
And the doubt just sets
Yes,
in.
you would have thought it would do, but he certainly won't be thinking about that just at this moment in time.
96.
Well, that's 96 apiece. 1 more each, they'll be level.
$58.